Buckle up, kiddies. We're getting all Ronaldo up in this shit. Fair warning to any new viewers or subs. First, hi, I'm TVC, or as some call me, the female version of Vox. Second, I curse, swear, yell, and can be incredibly sarcastic. Third, I have dubbed my fans viruses or the viruses. Fourth, to all you asking, I'm 21. Damn, you think it was illegal for a girl on YouTube to be older than 18. God damn it, I'm old. I know. I can also go from being bone crushingly depressed and go from that to be happy and peppy in seconds. Okay, now that we are all aware and cleared up on my insanity, let's get into the video. We all know Steven Universe has been going through the gutters within the fandoms recently, with insanely weird leaks, in-community fights about what is filler and what isn't. But hey, better this than the Lapidot / Perithyst fights. So yay, we've moved past that bullshit. Now let me bring up a topic that I hope blows up, causes mass panic, and destroys everything. Ahem. Steven Universe is widely known as being one of the most diverse, game-changing, progressive, and interesting cartoon programs on TV since ever. The show is known for its colorful cast, handlings of every kind of relationship possible, mysteries, political undertones, awesometastic music, and its ability to just push the envelope. It has gained a lot of praises and scorn from all angles because not only does Steven Universe represent a lot of people and a ton of the masses feel represented by the show, it has also alienated so many more. It generates controversy, causes scandals, and has gotten people into a lot of trouble. It's not the most toxic, but some can definitely argue that it is in the top 3 for having a slightly negative fandom. Its audience is more mature than Cartoon Network had intended and has resulted in a lot of adult artwork be produced for it. Did I mention my channel is not for kids? The show does not skimp out on being dark and twisted, and we can give thanks to all this fuckery to Rebecca Sugar, the creator of the show and the first female one to do so independently on Cartoon Network. So yeah, she's hit a lot of milestones and has been dominating for the longest time and is an incredible inspiration to all, me included. Rebecca Sugar also, surprisingly, has complete 100% creative control over her show. She decides what happens, when it happens, and how it should happen without any interference from Cartoon Network. And rightly so, because if Cartoon Network tried to interfere or tell her to stop, there'd be an outcry from the women chanting, "Oppression in the workplace!" So yeah, Becky is really lucky and is in a great position. Sort of like the deal Alex Hirsch had with Disney over Gravity Falls. But unlike Gravity Falls, or maybe even too similar to it, both shows have great story, plot, mystery, and a large audience. Alex Hirsch decided to draw his show to an end, in my opinion, prematurely, due to the stance of he did not want the show to be drawn out and that summer must come to an end. Hey Alex, ever heard of Phineas and Ferb? Summer is as long as you want it to be, baby! So rounding back to Rebecca's show, it's clear Steven Universe will have an end. It can't be drawn out forever. And the two creators do have similar mindsets and approaches to their respective shows. But I've noticed a lot of things that are just flat out odd. Recent events popping up around Steven Universe lead me to believe the show is trying to be sabotaged. Someone is out to get Rebecca, or more specifically her show, off the air. Or Cartoon Network at least. It's no secret Steven Universe has a problem with leaks, and Cartoon Network has some off-channel schedulings. I mean, the Cartoon Network scheduling in my country is different, but I hear there's a real problem with the Teen Titans Go infestation going on in other regions. Lucky. Teen Titans Go is hands down one of Cartoon Network's most popular cartoons airing now, and it likes that. Cartoon Network likes the fact that Teen Titans Go is popular, and they're doing everything in their power to keep it that way. Airing constantly, updating it constantly, you know the routine. Teen Titans Go is easy to produce, market, and air. It's safe, predictable, and upholds all of Cartoon Network's values. It doesn't cause controversy, doesn't have a toxic fan base, and doesn't present a likelihood of having parents stage petitions to take the show down. Same thing could be said for regular show, Gumball, and Adventure Time, but Teen Titans Go is a cut above these because each show either has some serious undertones, diversity, or an older audience. But Teen Titans Go is so safe, Cartoon Network cannot help but shove it down people's throats. They don't care that the show has tons of haters. They don't care of the outcry from the masses. They care about one thing and one thing alone: protecting Cartoon Network. because it's a business after all, and no business wants to undermine themselves. Yes, they may take risks and greenlight shows that are raunchy and new and edgy, but they don't do it because they love the cartoon and believe it could become something great. Now, that's the creator's dream, not the network. The network greenlight shows that can be popular enough to rack in the big greens, those crisp $100 bills. They're a company, for God's sakes. What did you think? So how does this affect Steven Universe? Where's the conspiracy? Well, it's hiding in plain sight. Let me ask you something. Between these three channels, which have you found yourself watching more of, and which have you been drifting away from? I personally have been tuning into Nick and Disney a bit more. What with The Loud House, my recent interest in My Little Pony, Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and the new Milo show. I think it's Milo's World or Milo's Law. I don't know. I have a higher likelihood of catching new episodes from these channels, but with Cartoon Network there's an 85% chance of what is playing being a rerun. Heck, let's make it 95% just for good measures. I watch Cartoon Network now not expecting something new, but a throwback to an old episode I probably forgot. Now I will preface that at this point I am basically speculating, but with the recent success of Star vs. the Forces of Evil Season 2 and the decline in the interest in Steven Universe Season 4, a lot of people may be shifting their viewership. And when a network sees a change they don't like, they will scramble to find what it is and fix it. And they may look to Steven Universe as the culprit. Look at it this way. You're a parent. You come home from work. You find your expensive vase broken on the floor. Who would you blame or suspect? Your perfect child who's always in their clean room, reading their religious text and is studious at school? Or the one who's outside playing in the mud, always runs around and is on a constant sugar high? For the love of God, Rebecca Sugar had to use the technicality of Ruby and Sapphire being non-gender sentient rocks for Cartoon Network to let her depict the couple as she did. The network cannot interfere with her because the feminazis are just lying in wait. So while Becky roams wild and free, there's only one other way that may allow the network to breach their agreement and pull the plug on the show. And what is the one thing that can get a plug pulled faster than the speed of light for any TV show? Ratings. It's all about ratings. And well, maybe merchandise. But when ratings fall, no one will buy merch. And what is the one thing happening to Steven Universe that has not happened to any other Cartoon Network show? Leaks. Those goddamn leaks. I have never in my entire life had the displeasure of dealing with a show that has had more problem with leaks than Steven Universe. It's insanity. From episodes leaking first a few days to a week, and now whole months ahead of fucking time. Bloody hell, we had entire episodes leaking on YouTube. What is happening? Now we may get explanations here and there, but it seems like the hole that these leaks are coming out from hasn't been plugged up yet. Like, for God's sakes, every time I hear about a leak is basically a whoops, our bad situation over and over again. You'd think someone has made the connection by now. How does no one seem to notice nothing wrong here? I've never witnessed a regular show leak, or a Teen Titans Go leak, or even a Gumball one. Well, TVC, all the shows don't have the massive audience and fans that Steven Universe does. Any show that gets super popular gets leaked. Shut the hell up and sit your ass down. First off, leaks are supposed to be a rare occurrence to happen. The only leak that I can confidently say I remember being worse than Steven Universe was when Game of Thrones, the first 4 episodes of season 5, leaked. And when that madness happened, it was a bunch of errors involved, and at the end of the day, I think it had to do with someone wanting to screw the show over. And what do you mean Steven Universe has a more massive audience? Let me tell you something. When you have a room of 100 people and ask only 20 of them to scream, that room will look a lot less full compared to when 80 of them are screaming. Vocality matters. And yes, I made up that word. With Adventure Time and regular show, you have less adults actually caring to talk about it and just watch it for leisure than Steven Universe. Regular show has hit viewership numbers Steven Universe has yet to achieve and only came close to doing so in its infancy. Even our regular show's worst ratings, it still fights to compete with Steven Universe's average numbers, and Gumball has just been enjoying life to the fullest with its admirably steady rating numbers and only recently began to pitch. And Steven Universe has slowly shifted to a sort of midway adultish show. I don't see kids losing their shit to watch it, but hey, My only reference here is my 8-year-old sister. And don't forget, Samurai Jack recently came back, and if any show should be overrun with leaks, I'd bet my AdSense that would be it. And there was a screening of 3 whole episodes before the release date, and none of those leaked. Heaven forbid the same thing happened with Steven Universe. They try to screen 2 episodes at once and we'll have season 5 leaked to Facebook. It's just not logical. And we all know what happens when a show leaks. The ratings just drop. And Steven Universe's last 2 episodes are evident of that fact. Why bother watching the same episode again when you already have one that you may not have liked? And seeing as in some places Steven Universe only airs once a week, and that one time a week being the new episode that just happened to coincidentally leak?
Coincidence? I think not!
Am I making any sense, people? I hope I am, because even I am a bit lost at this point. So let's recap. Do you believe Cartoon Network is trying to sabotage Steven Universe's airings by leaking new episodes and giving the show terrible airing time in an attempt to damage its ratings enough to have an excuse to pull the plug on it? It's no secret that Cartoon Network doesn't like the content that the show puts out and is more welcoming to shows that pander to the lowest form of intellectual standards for children. I don't doubt for a minute that Cartoon Network would not undermine one of their own shows. It would prefer shows easy to make on a weekly demand and have a younger audience. And don't get me wrong, I believe a lot of people working for Cartoon Network love the show just as much as the creators. I'm just saying the top dogs who run the whole thing may not like seeing what's airing on the network and are subtly trying what they can to change the scene. But hey, that's just a conspiracy theory. And no, I'm not turning this into a series. Lord knows I have too many of those. How cool would it be if this video gets 1 million views and Cartoon Network had to issue a statement denouncing what I said and also issuing an apology for the leaks and then treating Steven Universe better because of it? Let's make it happen, people. Tweet this video at them and let's give the people running the account a heart attack. Hashtag Cartoon Network hates Steven Universe. Hashtag Steven Universe sabotage conspiracy. Hashtag TVC is a slay queen. Let's go viral, people. And with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video here, folks. Apologies to anyone suffering from my audio quality. I am fully aware of it and I'll fix it first chance I get. Thanks y'all viruses so much for clicking to watch. Please don't forget to read my books on Wattpad, support me on Patreon, and follow me on Twitter. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay awesome. This is TVC signing out.